Hey Xiaomi users, welcome back to another new episode of Mobile Funda, where in this video I am going to share how I get over 10 plus hours of active time on my Note 13 Pro 5G by applying these settings. So if you have this device and are worried about the battery backup, then this video will be very helpful for you, which means make sure to watch this video till the end. And if you find this video helpful, then don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Note 13 Pro 5G tips and tricks videos in the future. Friends, let's talk about the settings by which I get 10 plus hours of active time. Let's start with the notifications. I have many apps installed on my phone, yet I rarely need notifications from any apps except the few that I use regularly, which is why here I pay special attention to which apps notifications I want to allow, as you can see on the screen. So your first step is to check your notification settings and make a checklist on it. The next setting is also related to apps. Whenever I feel that some apps I use regularly are draining the battery too much, then I restrict them in the background, where I choose close after 10 minutes or fully restrict depending upon the situation. Moving towards the third setting. For that, we have to go to the security app, then manage apps, and tap on background auto start. Here I disable all these settings enabled by default, since these features are also one of the reasons for battery drain, and that's why I turn them off. Setting number 4 is I disabled all the unnecessary sounds on my Note 13 Pro 5G, including keypad tones, notification tones, or haptic feedback, because I saw that the battery backup is better when haptic feedback is disabled compared to when it's fully on. So I disabled this feature, and besides I don't really like it anyway. Next, here are some other settings that I disabled on my Note 13 Pro 5G. First is location services. When we set up our phone as new or flashing the ROM, this feature is always enabled by default, and I believe this is also one of the reasons for battery drain. Therefore, I keep them disabled. Second is auto sync in the account section. If we keep this enabled, it runs in the background and uses some battery. So I think it should be disabled. And if I need to sync, then I can always do it manually. Third setting which I disabled on my Note 13 Pro 5G is printing services, which you get by searching printing in the settings menu, which keeps on scanning in the background and it also drains the battery, so I disabled these too. Fourth setting is whenever I feel the 5G network is weak or not working well, then I switch to 4G and don't force my phone to use 5G, because I noticed that with a weak signal, the phone starts heating up, which means it increases the load on the phone, and this is also another reason for battery drain. Next, many users including me are installing HyperOS 3 apps from Telegram or other sites that are extracted from other devices. But I noticed that after the October patch, if we install some of the HyperOS 3 apps, especially the system launcher, then the battery drains faster than before. So if you feel the new HyperOS 3 feature is necessary, then use that app, but if it drains the battery, then uninstall it. Next, when I am at home, I disable the auto brightness feature, because I noticed that in low light or when facing the bright light, the brightness fluctuates continuously, which means it puts extra load on the ambient light sensor. So I disable this. Next, what I do on my Note 13 Pro 5G is that when I go to sleep, I enable the focus mode, bedtime mode, and battery saver, which helps reduce my idle battery drain. In addition to that, I rarely let my phone drain below 20% and also rarely charge above 80%. So you can see that the battery health of my phone is in good condition, even though I have been using it for almost 18 months now. However, I charge my phone to 0 to 100% or below 20% to 100% once or twice a month, not more than that. One final small adjustment I make is trying to avoid applying too many dynamic widgets on my home screen. I have noticed that this also tends to drain the battery slightly, especially the dynamic widgets. You can however comfortably use the widgets available in the app world, since they are often better optimized than the backuped ones. Now I know many users will say I disable almost everything, so what's left to enjoy? But I have no other choice. Because if these features were properly optimized for the Note 13 Pro 5G, then I wouldn't need to turn them off at all, right? Hope we will get some good optimizations in HyperOS 3, which is on the way for the Note 13 Pro 5G. So friends, these were the settings I applied to get almost 10 plus hours of active time on my Note 13 Pro 5G. I hope you found this video helpful. If yes, then like this video and don't forget to subscribe Mobile Funda for more Note 13 Pro 5G videos in the future. See you in the next video. Till then, keep exploring. Jai Hind.